to Link's Awakening. In the last part, we fought a clown genie.
We did.
And then he died.
But not before telling us to eat at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yep. Product placement, baby.
Yes, sir. Not sponsored by McDonald's.
Put it in there. I'm eating Sketty.
We're not sponsored by McDonald's, but we are sponsored by Heat-Tap.
By what?
Heat Tap.
The heck is that?
Oh, it's the best drink ever.
It's
The best drink ever?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's technically just from Dragon Ball, but the real joke comes from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Huh.
Can I have another Heat Tap? Yes! Yes, you can!
I was thinking more of Heat-Tap. Come on, you've killed for less. That's not
Yeah.
untrue.
Yeah.
I'm drinking blood orange, carrot, and ginger flavored kombucha right now.
Should have just stopped at
Wow, that sounds
Carrie's drinking blood.
terrible.
I always choose the weirdest flavored drinks that I can find.
I just can't get
Have you ever
behind
had bacon
kombucha.
stuff
It just,
before?
it just looks too much for me. Too much for me.
That's fair.
This kind of
That's
fair.
reminds me of, what was it, what was Carrie, making that somebody said was the most Carrie-sounding drink of all time?
Some weird smoothie
Oh!
with, like, veggies and whatnot. or
Lettuce,
weird things.
no,
Oh, no.
celery juice.
Celery juice,
There you
that
go.
was it.
What?
And then that was when Gabe said, "Oh yeah, I bet she's doing it on her way to Wednesday church," because the meme is that I am always
The
at
meme
church.
is that Carrie's a
Yeah.
Catholic.
The meme is that I'm Catholic, even though I'm
That's
not
your-
Catholic. And
that's your
then I told him I actually do go to Wednesday church, and
Oh no.
Gabe thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Because I didn't think it was a real thing.
It's like that Simpsons
No, I don't know if
joke.
Nolan knows this, but I'm super into church stuff, despite being pretty agnostic. It's a really weird conundrum I'm in, but it's a fun one to
She's in
to
the,
be in.
she's in the
Oh,
Jesus
okay.
fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part
And
of
so
the
that also
motivation-
means I can be quite irreverent at times.
But
Yeah.
it's just like that Simpsons joke, The Adventures
the
of Ned
Revenant.
Flanders. Like, all right, boys, we're going to church. We're not going to church today, Daddy. Just tell me why not. 'Cause it's Saturday. Oh,
Wait,
okey-dokey
but if you're
do.
Seventh-day Adventist, then you go to church on Saturdays. That's Sabbath.
Oh, yeah, advent calendars for, like, Christmas? Nice.
That's,
You
that's
get little
different.
chocolates?
That's a different type
Oh.
of Advent.
Oh.
What's this
At
about? What's this
Seventh-day
about?
Adventists are a denomination who go to church on Saturdays, among other things.
Sorry, what's this about? Polpo's stand?
What?
Gabe, that's one of
Nice
the
one.
easiest
That's a good
JoJo
one.
jokes you can make. Why is it that funny?
It was a good one, because I didn't expect it. I never saw it coming.
No, it's JoJo, not Persona. Those stands and
sorry.
personas are completely different.
Yeah, no, 100% different.
Yeah, basically not even the same thing at all.
Nope, physical manifestations that turn into spirit? Oh, fuck, what are you, some kind of idiot? Shut up.
Oh, yeah, you need the hook shot to get across this.
Fool, idiot, dumbass.
Dumb.
Could have seen that in a second. I could have seen. I should be playing this game. The best damn Zelda boy in town.
The Zelda boy. No.
The Zelda boy. I thought the Zelda boy was that guy from the one commercial for the NES game where he's like, "It's the Legend of Zelda and it's really rad. Those creatures
Oh.
from Ganon are pretty bad."
Oh, the Zelda rap god.
There's a lot of fun to be had.
Ooh.
Afterwards, you will not be sad.
Nah, you know what's a real Zelda
Is
rap?
that,
The
is that, is that a
the
quote, or are you
Japanese
just,
Link to the
you're just
Past
freestyling
commercial.
over here?
I'm freestyling.
Keep going, don't stop.
Carrie freaking spits, bro.
Gabe,
Yeah,
have you seen-
bars.
Gabe, have you
Oh,
seen the
man, no
Japanese Link to
pressure.
the Past
Have
commercial?
I seen the what commercial?
The Japanese Link to the Past commercial.
Hey,
kid, you
Oh,
woke
the
me up
big
from a
music
fine
number?
nap. Thanks a lot, but now I'll take my revenge. Are you ready? Yes?
aye, Captain.
I'll let you carry more magic powder. Are you ready?
Whoa.
You deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Ha! Take care. It's like the cursed chests in Paper
Take
Mario.
carry. So I asked Will this, and I think it was on one of our commentaries.
I really like the way you just pivoted out of that joke because it got no reaction. You're just like, so anyways.
We must have a pivot more of just a 180 out of the.
So I asked Will one of these days, I asked, is it weird? Because I feel like it can be weird sometimes. Do you ever hear your name in a sentence, but it's not your name, and think, oh, that's me? Because my name's Carrie, which is a word, and his name's Will, which is also a word.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I think, oh, I'm gonna go carry that. I'm like, Carrie, that's me.
What did Will say?
I think he said no, and that I'm weird.
Well, Will takes every opportunity to make fun of all of us, so...
I can take it. I know I'm weird, so it won't offend me if someone tells me I'm weird.
That's good, that's good.
This is a fun game to watch, because I can't keep track of the progression, but I feel like I'm on an adventure here. I don't know what the heck we're doing, but I'm here for it.
Zelda games are pretty bad about that, honestly. But I mean, not helping matters is that our brand of commentary is completely going off subject for the majority of the video.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Can you jump into that well from up there, or is that not a well?
You can jump into there, it has a piece of heart, but I already got it.
Oh, look at you. Look at him go.
Anyway,
Wolf dig rough.
we've returned Bow Wow. Makeup, jewels, dresses, I want it all! Sigh, and some new accessories would be nice.
Wow. That's sure is a 90s game.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at the little fox.
Yeah.
So, okay, was the original version of this game in color like this, or is this like an enhanced Game Boy Color port?
Okay, so, the original version was just like, it was just Game Boy, no color, but then I think to coincide with the release of Ocarina of Time, they re-released it for Game Boy Color and even added a new, dungeon with color-based puzzles.
Huh, okay. Interesting.
We'll, do that later because the reward you get for doing it, despite it being optional, is worth it, in my opinion. Okay, now we're going to the shop.
Look at this guy. Dude, Evan, don't buy anything from this guy. He's gonna scam you. Look at him.
Is it because he's rubbing his hands
It's
together?
because he's like really shady looking. He's doing a little hand rub. He's got a little smirk on.
Okay.
I don't trust him.
Okay. You can...
Oh wait, I forgot to mute. I'm crunching, sorry.
You can steal from the store, actually.
You better.
Like, you can pick up the item, sneak behind him, and walk out the door. But the thing is, if you come back, he will, like, electrocute you, you'll die, and then when you try to load up the save file again, your name will be changed to Thief.
That was a massive chicken, by the way, in the previous.
Yeah, look at a quarter of the house.
Yeah, bigger than you.
Wild. Honestly, most chickens are bigger than me, if we're being real. The audience won't even know that I'm lying, because they don't know what I look like. I'm the size of half a chicken.
You see, the meme is that Nolan is the tallest person I've ever met.
Is that a bomb? 10 bombs. Oh no. You have to test one out and make sure you know that they're not duds.
Bomb the chicken.
Then you can have chicken dinner. Then you can make chicken quesadillas.
You see, guys, I know what you're saying, but I hope you remember the consequences for attacking a chicken in a Zelda game.
Oh. Is it like when you attack animals in Skyrim?
Same concept.
Wait, they just die in Skyrim. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the animals die
But
in
don't
Skyrim.
the villagers?
The town's guard will just fucking rip your asshole apart.
Oh, you mean like in a town? Okay.
Yeah, in a
I
town.
thought there was like something coming to bite me for like the deer I've hunted that I just didn't know about yet.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to pad my archery stats. Stupid.
Alright,
That was the first thing I
Okay.
did. I haven't played much Skyrim, but that was the first thing I did when I played Skyrim was kill a chicken, and my friend was like, Carrie, no, what have you done? And I'm like, uh-oh, is this a game where actually consequences to my actions? Turns out there are.
I have mixed feelings about Skyrim. I think it's a kind of mediocre game, but I also think it's maybe one of the most important games of the decade. Well, not maybe. It's probably the most important game of the decade. At least in the top 5. But I don't really like playing it though.
Scrim?
Yeah, Scrim.
I'm playing Scrim right now with a build I've never tried before, which is Destruction Dual Casting. I've never tried it.
It's just one of those games where, like, yeah, you have a lot of freedom to make different builds, but the builds are still locked in a system of mechanics that I just don't find fun to interact with.
So I just want to point out that Link just got paid for taking a nap.
God damn it! I wish I. Oh fuck,
man.
So
what do I gotta do?
This area, I'm actually doing it a little earlier than you're supposed to. You're not supposed to do it until you get the fucking Pegasus boots, and
Wow, you should have waited because you died.
well, like one of the items you actually cannot get, but you can get the first thing in there, which is just 100 rupees. We'll go for the other thing later.
There he goes.
Assuming I remember it's there. I might not. Who knows? I recorded this right after the remake was announced, so
Oh, okay.
it was a while ago.
Man, I want to get that remake. That seems like a really good game.
I don't think it's worth $60 because it's a pretty straight remake.
60.
Yeah, it should have been a $30 game, I think.
It is really visually appealing, to be fair.
Yeah,
but
it's got a
it's
very
also
good aesthetic. It has pretty much eliminated every single problem that I have with this game, but it's really not worth $60. It's like 60 is a bit steep for.
Let's think about how games scale over time, right? Like a Game Boy game is going to be, even a big Game Boy game is a pretty dang tiny.
There are some extra things that aren't in the original, but it's compared to some other remakes, it is a bit on the straight side.
Well, yeah, but of course there's extra things, but like the remake can't be so faithful. It can only become so much bigger before it's unfaithful, and I know it's pretty faithful. So to get a little bit bigger than a Game Boy game is still pretty dang small.
That's a fair point. I'm trying to think of like an example of a game that was like a remake that was like changed quite a bit while still feeling the same.
Yeah, me too now. Yakuza's Kiwami 2. No, that's totally different. They had fixed camera in the original.
The only thing that like immediately comes to mind, and this is less because of like the contents of the game and more just the improved graphics and like the addition of one new mode, is Kirby Nightmare on Dreamland.
Oh yeah.
Because like,
how about like the Ratchet and Clank game on PS4?
I haven't played any of those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of not your brand, huh?
I mean,
I'm not really a Sony. But I have a friend who says, I quote, "I'm not a Sony pony." That's what he says.
It's not so much that I'm not like a Sony guy. It's just more that what I did play was Japanese developed.
Yeah.
So like, you know, when I talk about like PlayStation related stuff, it's usually like Persona, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but you like a banjo, right?
Banjo?
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie.
That's N64.
Twang,
yeah,
twang,
I know,
banjo.
but like I'm just saying, you know.
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah. It's not
Western developed platformer model kind of.
It's not like I won't play like Western developed games. It's just that I tend to like the Japanese ones more.
I had for a long time I was really averse to most Japanese games because mechanically they were all so weird and kind of stilted, I thought, and I'm not there anymore. Lately, for the past few years, I've been on the same train as you. I've been like pretty heavily slanted towards Japanese games.
I feel like a lot of Japanese developers have a better idea of how to like make a game without like feeling like it's trying too hard in like one very specific department, which is usually presentation, and also without being too money grubby.
Well, there's one really specific thing that I think about Japanese games lately, and I'm thinking specifically about people like Kojima or like Suda51 or Swery.
Yeah.
Is that when Western developers try to do things that are kind of hokey and a little bit surrealist, they usually get kind of self-aware, and they're like, wow, look at how zany and wacky the game is, and make jokes.
We've used zany twice this session so far.
Hey, best word in the dictionary. But Japanese games that are hokey are so unapologetically confident in themselves that it blurs the lines of whether they're even attempting to go for that tone, or if it's just the weird batshit mental ramblings of the people that made it.
I feel like
it makes that type of thing way more appealing to me.
I feel like the Mother games are a perfect example of that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like Western games inspired by the Mother series have never nailed the charm of why that fourth wall breaking meta stuff worked. It's always a little bit too navel gazing. I don't know why, but it's something that Japanese games are a lot better at.
I feel like Undertale at least came close.
Undertale did it. That's probably the best
and also,
attempt. Yeah.
like while the game isn't out
Undertale is a great game.
Well, the game isn't out, obviously.
Why did you say that like it's Bernie?
That one game that was originally actually just supposed to be like a fan game called Mother 4, now called Oddity. That looks like it could have like deliver a similar charm as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like when they're like trying to, but like what was I gonna say? I'm blanking on.
I just
something.
think that those them Japanese game devs they get experimental, they get weird, and they make games that don't necessarily like try to stick to established genres so much. Obviously they have their own trends, like their RPGs that are incredibly derivative and frankly more often than not pretty dang boring. But you see a lot more experimentation and like genre creation come from Japan than you do from the West. I think.
Like an interesting thing I want to note in that regard is I remember hearing something about like when like they're doing like a pitch for a game, like what the big difference between Japanese and American developers are. Where like with a lot of Japanese development pitches, they're usually talking about the gameplay as late as page 2, like at the latest. Where with like a lot of Western developed games, it's way farther down, and a lot of it starts with stuff like "This is the world you're in." You know?
Yeah.
It tries to immerse you right away.
Yeah.
You're a big man with a bigger gun and a big bomb.
Like
I thought you were gonna say in a big butt. Oh my goodness.
a big thing, like
You're a fast guy in a speedy car. That's it. Fund my Kickstarter.
I feel like they're trying to go for like too much, like they want to make their games like feel like gigantic, but at the same time I feel like there's too much mandatory stuff in those games as well too.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. That
like-
being said, I don't
From what
want
I've
to.
heard, as much as people love the new God of War,
Oh, it's so good.
I hear a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people don't really feel much incentive to replay it because of how much mandatory stuff has to be done.
I don't really feel much incentive to replay like most games, though. I'm kind of a one and done type. But
Sorry,
God
sorry.
of War was
I
damn
should,
good.
We should call it by its actual name, Dad of Boy.
Dad of Boy.
Boy,
Boy.
it's so weird. Triple H looks like Kratos to a point where even if he didn't dye his skin gray or like the pale white, he'd still look like Kratos.
Wow, what a deep cut, Triple H.
I get fucked, idiot. What are you gonna do? Pedigree me? Break my neck? Fuck you.
I don't know what that means.
He's a wrestler.
I know
It's
that. That's why I said deep cut. I know he used to dress in a fancy suit.
Yeah, when he was a
I
hunter.
He was like he was like Jonathan Joestar.
Yeah, dude,
Now
yo, he
he's
was
like
Hunter Hearst
now he's not.
Yeah, no, he's the king of kings.
I know this because I subscribe to Super Eye Patch Wolf on YouTube to watch videos about anime, and he talks about Triple H, and that's it.
Eek.
Big
all I know.
plugs, big plugs.
Big plugs.
Big plugs. We're talking about like at least 1 million volt plugs, dude. These are huge plugs.
Wrestling is anime. Wrestling is anime.
Oh,
It is.
free! What the fuck? I don't know if you watched
Live action anime.
anything from New Japan Pro Wrestling, but like that shit's fucking crazy.
The appeal of wrestling is the appeal of the tournament arc.
Yeah,
But the whole time.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
and also it's like modern day Shakespeare. It's
No, I can't abide that.
Here,
Okay,
don't-
well let me explain
Here
this.
we
I think
are.
he's gonna convince us.
Gabe
I can
finally
explain
has
it to you.
someone to talk to about wrestling in his commentaries.
Okay.
I
No,
know
don't-
about wrestling. I
don't
just don't
confuse me with someone
care.
who knows about wrestling. I don't know about wrestling either. I know nothing about
I do.
wrestling.
I know
Here,
about it.
I just
drop
know that a
some
lot of
words
people
as to why
Probably like
it's-
anime, like
why I
wrestling.
would consider it to be Shakespearean-esque. Of course, us being a theater gentleman.
I'm pouring my cup of hot tea and leaning back in my high backed chair. Right
yeah,
now
but
with
of course,
with
good
a-
sir,
with a
I'm
smug-
adjusting,
a smug,
I'm adjusting my
challenging
monocle.
face.
Yes, of
I'm
course,
looking
of course.
very cautiously. I'll hear you out. but
Okay,
not you.
good sir. Well then, let
Okay.
me implore you with some knowledge, as such.
Huh.
Good sir.
You implore people with knowledge.
Um,
I won't. Okay.
so,
Sorry.
So obviously, I'll give a prime example. Pericles, Prince of Tyre. You know, Now, we're not talking about how at the beginning of the play, Pericles realizes the king is fucking his own daughter. We're gonna just pretend that is not the knowledge that I'm dropping into you. When Pericles Prince of Tyre, Pericles is a big bitch, and he goes all over the place in a boat. Because, he's like, oh, there's a lot of floods. And a lot of floods do happen, don't get me wrong. And he goes to a lot of places, and he participates in the, jousting contest and whatnot and all that. And, it's like a good time. But one of the main themes of Pericles is travel, because he's fucking all over the place. Literally, the whole place. Different fucking regions are just because he's like, oh no, a slight inconvenience. Well, time to go to fucking wherever. Big guy, Crazy Tracy. Wow.
Crazy Tracy.
Hey, never stick your dick in crazy.
She gives you this potion.
I'll remember that.
She gives you this potion that will revive you when you die.
Nice. Thanks, Crazy Tracy. Big guy.
Thanks.
Oh, it's 30 degrees out here.
Bonus treatment, huh?
I need to make the faucets drip so they don't freeze.
Oh, hey, how'd she get your hearts full, my guy?
Puff,
All right.
puff.
But no. As long as Antonio Inoki is the inspiration of Joey Wheeler's chin, wrestling will always be anime.
The great Inoki. Let's go. Also, Jushin Thunder Liger is literally a wrestler based off an anime character who recently retired, but had a 35-year career. It's fucking great. Anyway, so Pericles is moving all over the place. As a professional wrestler, you are constantly performing all over the place. If you're here in the States under the banner of the WWE, going all around the States.
This is a thin connection. But
no, hold on. We're gonna see how it comes full circle.
Okay.
I'm excited, guys.
So,
When you're
hang on.
Japan,
You say performing all over the place, but I think the terminology you're really looking for is styling all over his balls.
Gotcha. So constantly styling on each other's balls, even the women. No. So you're traveling all over the place, doing these deeds of immense, shows of skill or athleticism or strength. Just like Mr. Pair of Cleats did when he was on his boat.
Coming out
Big
with that shit.
Sorry, I just fucking inhaled and just a clump of spit just railed itself down my trachea.
No.
Very cool. Thanks, oxygen. And then, yeah, so you're constantly doing these, these like feats of athleticism and strength and all that. Titus Andronicus, considered Shakespeare's bloodiest play, and also one of his most horrible. It's pretty bad. Not bad as in the sense where it's like garbage, but bad as in the sense like, wow, this is fucked up.
Wait, I thought you said it was a soap opera.
Pericles, Prince of Tyre. Not Pericles. Fucking Titus Andronicus. Yes. If Titus Andronicus is a soap opera, I'd watch it.
Gabe,
especially like the scene.
that was one of your outtakes in a Smash World episode. I'm gonna make Titus Andronicus look like a soap
Just
opera.
make it look like a soap opera. Yeah. Listen, I don't remember half the things I say for improv.
We're making a deal right now.
like
What's the
like the game.
He wants the key, so...
Let's make a deal.
Okay.
Oh, I missed it.
So, this guy here is actually a reference that would go over most Americans' head.
Too bad I'm not American.
But not Evans.
Just kidding, I'm American.
Not me, not because I played the game that it's a reference to, just because
Evan's not
I read
American.
up on it. But
Wait, you should explain it in the episode because you have the.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain it
You
right
start
now.
talking
I'm gonna
about it.
explain it right now because recording's still going. Once I remember what the name of the game is. Right. It's actually a reference to an old game for Game Boy called Kaeru no Tami ni Kane wa Naru. Which translates to the frog for whom the bell tolls, and it's basically like, I don't know, that's a character from that game. And the only thing we know about it is that the main character is an assist trophy in Smash.
Huh.
It's the one that turns into the frog and the snake.
Oh, the prince.
Yeah, the prince dude.
Heck yeah, but not like Prince.
Prince?
Yeah, Mother! He just fucking screeches into the mic and does an AoE
I
damage.
don't like Queen.
That's okay, neither do I. Hot take, but whatever.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I fucking think Queen sucks.
Thank goodness. Everybody
yeah.
like, wants to kill me whenever I say that.
And that queen fucking snore. Also, a lot of the overly dramatic writing in wrestling, is very Shakespearean-esque because
Yeah.
Midsummer Night's Dream, fucking, what is even going on in that play?
Oh, that one's crazy.
Sometimes
that
wrestling.
Was the worst play that I've ever been in, and I don't mean the script. The script is great.
Yeah.
The production that I was in was awful. I was embarrassed to be in it.
Yeah, mine
terrible.
was also pretty bad, but I played bottom.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry to the director if she watches this show. She won't. It's okay.
No, I hard carried. I played bottom. Well, fucking, not everything. But yeah, the writing is ridiculous, just like in Shakespeare. As You Like, it's kind of silly, and there's other ties to that. Here's my final the conclusion, right? So when they say professional wrestling is like modern day Shakespeare, they don't mean it like it's actually like well written, things that will be remembered for eons, and
Well, yeah.
aliens will be like, oh man, look at fucking Steve Austin hit a stunner on this fucking bastard.
Yeah, there's more to Shakespeare than
it's drama for the masses.
Yes, and so many people enjoy it, and they'll come to these arenas and fund the company and buy the merchandise and this and that, and so it's all staged. I'm not going to be the wrestling guy who's be like, it's not. It is.
You think you can enjoy it more if you know that it's staged, honestly.
Yeah.
At least that's my...
Yeah. It's like, it's a performance art,
Yeah.
Watching somebody fucking lariat some dude's fucking head off and watching him do a fucking shooting star press to make it seem like the impact was that hard. He's just doing a backflip to make it look like it hurts more, but that doesn't matter because it still looks cool. When some dude gets powerbombed through a table, the table was a weak table. It's meant to break, but that doesn't mean it doesn't look cool.
Right.
So, yeah. All right. Well,
that's so cool.
Next time
I love that connection.
Next time on Smash Team Games, Link McPowerbombs Ganon through a table.
Oh, let's go.